Something that is unclear this week and day after day is what the appetite is for the House to continually keep voting for Speaker when there's very limited movement towards consensus. There's a group who have regularly voted against McCarthy on the floor for Speaker, but the most vocal folks who are leaning on colleagues and organizing against McCarthy are Congressman Chip Roy of Texas, Freedom Caucus Chair Scott Perry of Pennsylvania, Matt Gaetz of Florida has been very vocal. Many of them have dug in their heels and decided that there's nothing that Kevin McCarthy could do that would make them comfortable with voting for him for Speaker. Right now, the path forward is unclear, and if we see more adjournments and fewer votes, that will be evidence that members themselves also don't know what the path forward is. The majority is not the only way that people have won the speakership in the past. Twice in history, around the Civil War era, the House did vote to use a plurality system to decide the speakership. They structured the election to allow 3 votes, and if no one got the majority, the 4th one was done on a plurality threshold. They have also voted in the past to use a secret ballot and other measures to kind of change the calculation for who is willing to vote for what, and also to change that threshold. The members of the House of Representatives are not yet sworn in. They are all still members elect. They will not be sworn in until Speaker is chosen. That means that so many things are delayed. The organization of committees cannot take action. No members-elect can introduce legislation. It also poses issues as people try to provide constituent services. The other thing that is not set yet, because the Speaker is not finalized, is right now the House is not operating under rules. So right now the House is a little bit of a Wild West, operating under a lengthy set of precedents that the House can overturn or overrule at any time. A big date that staff on the Hill are watching is January 13th. That is the date by which, if committees are not organized and not officially begun in the new Congress, there will not be payroll processed. Everyone on the Hill is hoping that this does not become the longest fight over who should be House Speaker, because in 1855, it took 2 months to decide who was going to be Speaker. There were 20 candidates, 133 ballots, and eventually Nathaniel Banks of Massachusetts was named Speaker. A more analogous example from history right now is the 1923 Speaker election. It's the last time that a Speaker's race went to a 2nd, 3rd, 4th ballot. It took 9 ballots and multiple procedural concessions to elect Frederick Gillett. I think a lot of people are looking at the Speaker's race and wondering if House Republicans cannot get behind a candidate for Speaker in a timely manner. What does this mean for legislating? In the coming months, the debt ceiling will need to be raised to avoid the United States defaulting on our loans. And that is one of the big fights that people are questioning. How will this happen if Republicans cannot unify?